Hello all those people in YouTube land. It's finally a nice day. It's nice and sunshiny. It's not raining. The only thing I can complain about is it is freezing. I'm not kidding. The current temperature I'm recording at is 31 degrees. So yeah, it's just a little bit cold. But I don't care. I got my hat. So today what I'm going to be doing is showing you how to throw the bola. I'm going to be showing you the 2-balled and the 3-balled. Bolas can actually go up to, I think practicality's sake, about 8. But the most I've ever done is about 6, only because practicality. If you have one 6-balled, you're going to have quite a bit of tangling, no matter if you have this thick line or not. And it does do the job quite good. It does entangle in the snare, which is what bola is meant to do. Also, another thing bola is meant to do is, if one of these balls hits you, all you do is you take your arm and you point it directly in front of you, pointing a straight line, okay? Then you see how far back your arm can go. Mine can go about this far back comfortably. Any more farther, and it's not very comfortable, okay? That's all you really need to do for this throw, okay? Is to get used to see how far your arm can go, okay? This throw also does not need a lot of power. Most bola throws don't need a lot of power. The power's sake is if you miss. A lot of people who throw bolas for hunting's sake, they usually will either do one of two things. Either they'll throw it really hard, so if they miss, it's going to hit something and break it. Or they're going to throw it correctly to ensnare and entangle, such as the legs or the neck, or just something to disable and ensnare, or kind of catch off guard. Okay, how you're going to hold it is clearly up to you, because I found a whole bunch of different ways this actually works, okay? First way I do is open palm, okay? How are these held together, you may ask, just so if you can make your own? All slip knots, see? I made these bolas so I can make any number of bola balls that I want to. I know it sounds weird, bola balls, but yeah, see? They're all one-stranded. I mean two-stranded, just because, it's better to have two better than one. All I do to connect them is loop and loop. Make sure this stays in the middle. Make sure that both lines have evens so that no bends. And there you go. Then we have this nice knot. Two ways to do it. First one, open palm. Take your palm, okay? Find right here, okay? Put the ball right there. No gaps in between, okay? And then I'll show you how to throw it. You can hold it a number of different ways. I do not recommend going like this, just because it's more way for the balls to move out of. So like this works. Pinch works. Any form of pinching you can throw. And about it. This is a side throw, like I said. See how far back your arm does go. This does mean that you do have a lot more control over it. With the underhand with the same method, you you don't have as much control. See, when you go like this, you're on this plane to aim, okay? You can aim shoot too high or shoot too low. This plane, we just need to worry about this plane, okay? Either we're going to shoot too far left or too far the right, making it easier to aim. Alright, so let's get throwing and quit talking. Now, many of you might want to favor one side to the other. Are you wrong for doing this? No. Okay? You can favor to this side or this side. Not really wrong. Just make sure the knot is on your pinky, or on this side, your knot is on this. Throw this with either left or right-handed. I mainly prefer right-handed, but I'm ambidextrous, meaning I can throw with both arms. You don't want to lean too far just because it becomes impractical to throw, okay? If I throw this right now, this ball is moving quite a bit faster than this one, okay? If I just throw like this, I measure this perfectly, so, you know, it's not going to vary by too much, especially if I keep my hand level, which you're supposed to. Even with the pinch grip, you can favor either side of the knot, or just middle of the knot, and you'll still throw quite fine. The reason why I prefer open-handed is because the net's already open a little bit, and there's less chance that it will just stay closed when it hits the target. So yeah, let's get throwing before I can't feel my hand anymore. Now when it comes to throwing more balls, same thing. You can favor either side, doesn't really matter, or in the middle. The only problem that I really come in contact with is when I add more than 3. Because then it becomes kind of a balancing act, okay? It should be no more than 1 more ball on either side or equal. This is why it works with the 2 ball and the 3 ball, just because it's that good of a method of throwing, okay? But yeah, you can still favor both of either side. Just make sure that either both of them are even, or there's only 1 more ball on either side of it. The methods I will be throwing is to prove that there's no bias in the way you can throw it. First throw I'm going to do, middle, with the 2 bola. Second throw I'm going to do, favoring the left. And the last one I'm going to do with the 2 bola is favoring right. Just show you that there is no real bias to this throw. Now if you couldn't tell what the order was, let's just keep it non-biased. Here is the actual order. First throw was done in the middle. Second throw was done to the right. Third throw was done to the left. As you can see, there's no true bias, but as you can see in the really crappy slow motion that I do, if I do favor one side, the ball that is heavier, meaning it has longer string, does tend to move a little bit ahead or a little bit behind the throw. This is because this ball doesn't seem like it, but is actually moving slightly faster, a slight bit slower, due to the rotational force that we're putting into it into vertical momentum. See, what we're doing here is we're turning this force, okay, this nice sideways force, into a forward directional force, meaning some rotation is going to get in there. I did post, I did record a few of it where it did rotate a little bit. That's just to show that every throw has its flaws. This one's no different. Let's move on to the 3-ball. Like I said, I won't tell you what the order is, but let's see if you can tell the difference. I did this a few more times, and overall the results were nearly exactly the same. The first one, if you couldn't tell, was the middle, favoring the 1-ball first, and favoring the 2 balls. The other ones, the first one's in the middle, favoring left and right. The right one's favoring 1 ball, the